What is up, college football fans? What is up, Clemson Tiger fans? Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend, a great college football Saturday. I know that I did. Yesterday was a lot of fun. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in the low country of South Carolina. Every day is a great day to be a Clemson Tiger. And like I say every week, every day above ground is a great day as far as I'm concerned. And I am above ground. Barely. I'm barely above ground, but I'm above ground. Anyway, there seems to be some confusion about exactly what this video series is based on some of the feedback I got last week. So for those of you who are new here, I have to keep reminding myself that there's new subscribers, every week, every day, all that kind of thing. They don't know what's going on. So this is not a video where I rant and rave and yell and cuss and lose my mind about the football team, no matter what happens. I do that Monday through Saturday, though. So if that's what you're looking for, or expecting, rather, Monday through Friday is when I do that. No, this is just where I come on every day following a football game throughout the season and give my honest thoughts on the game and on the program as a whole as it stands right now. So yesterday was an interesting day, a roller coaster of sorts, which is really nothing new for the Clemson football team over the past few seasons. But they played Charleston Southern. The final score was, I don't know, was it 66-17, something like that. So they poured it on in the second half. And it was a tale of two halves, really. The first quarter was absolutely mind-boggling. Cade Klubnik came out there looking just like he did against Duke. With the boneheaded turnovers, that one interception might have been one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen from anybody on any team ever. Instead of just taking the sack, he just throws the ball up in the air. I don't know if he was trying to get it out of bounds and just, he's throwing off his back foot and the ball sailed on him or whatever. It just went straight up in the air, right into the arms of the defender, pick six. And then yet again, of course, deep in their own territory this time, not in the on the goal line or in the red zone. A fumble on the handoff to the running back, another turnover there. And it was like the bad news bears. It was like the same old story we saw from Monday night, and the here we go again thing. I even saw, I believe it was Eric McLean. A lot of you know who he is, former Clemson Tiger. He's a broadcaster now on the ACC network, works for ESPN. He tweeted out after that interception that Cade Klubnik just ain't ready for this. I was surprised to see him tweet that, honestly. But he did tweet that. Nonetheless, it's still Charleston Southern. Charleston Southern hung in there for the first half. I believe Clemson had a 3 or 4 point lead at the half, and then came out in the second half and lights out. Poured it on, played every player on the roster. Cade Klubnik looked like he knew what he was doing for the first time all season. Got the wide receivers involved. I think Antonio Williams had 2 touchdowns. A lot of different receivers had catches. Touchdowns by the running backs, the whole thing, which is what you wanted to see. But it's still Charleston Southern. No disrespect to Charleston Southern. It is what it is. Clemson did what they were supposed to do with a dominant win, an almost 50-point win. So I'm not going to come down on them hard about that. But we're 2 weeks away from Florida State, right? These mistakes that happened against Duke, these mistakes that happened in the first half of the Charleston Southern game, if you do anything of that sort against Florida State, you have zero chance of winning. And I think Dabo Swinney knows that. I think that Garrett Riley knows that. I think that Wes Goodwin knows that. I think that every single coach on the coaching staff knows that. I think that every single player on the team knows that. But you've got 2 weeks to clean some of that up. I was encouraged by what I saw out of Klubnik in the second half. Did he finally get out of his own head and start to play free? It appeared that way. Now, it's one thing to do that for one half in 2 games. It's a whole different thing to continue that on into the FAU game, into Florida State, and for the remainder of the season. I'm hoping that he turned the corner. I'm hoping whatever that switch is in his head, that light bulb finally got lit. I'm hoping that's what happened. We'll see. Only time will tell. I'm not going to even pretend to predict what to expect from Cade next week or the week after. We'll all find out together, right? Because we've been down this road. We've been down this road with DJ. And, DJ was very inconsistent. I mean, one week he would look like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. The next week he would go out there, look like he'd never seen a football before. The fingers are pointing everywhere. Is it DJ? Is it Streeter? Is it the roster? Is it, the quarterback coach? I mean, some people are probably even blaming the damn strength and conditioning coach and the nutritionist, and anybody who could get blame for it was getting blame. So I guess that's why Clemson fans, for the most part, are hesitant to believe what they saw in the second half against an FCS team. But like I said last week, and I got a lot of flack for this, not only from Clemson people, but just fans of other teams in general, is that I'm not ready after one game, and certainly not after 6 quarters as a starting quarterback, to throw the towel in on a young player, because we know what his potential is. All right, but a lot of players have high star ratings come out of high school and don't live up to the potential. I mean, just look around the country. We saw it yesterday, right? We see it every day, every week in college football. But I'm not ready to throw the towel in on Cade yet, and it's going to be a test these next couple weeks. Yes, I said it. The next couple weeks are going to be a test. Clemson, what they need to do and what they should do next week is make a statement win. I know it's against a lower classification team, but they need to make a statement. They need to put 4 entire quarters together, not 2. Eliminate the silly fumbles. I tweeted this out when he fumbled. I was like, fumbles are a part of the game, right? We all know that. It's going to happen, right? The ball isn't shaped funny. It's going to bounce weird. It's hard to grab sometimes, but it's going to happen. But the amount of times it's happening early on is alarming, and I think that can be fixed. I said that after the Duke game. I said that could be fixed, and then they came out and did the same thing early in the game yesterday. But if they clean that up, I do believe that they can turn the corner. I'm not giving any projections at this point on the remainder of the season. This is a week-to-week deal with Clemson as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Both offensively and defensively. So I guess that's it. Short of State of the Fan address today, it's Charleston Southern. Look ahead to next week. Eliminate the problems and take it from there. But it's going to be a long season. We're seeing a lot of these teams that were quote unquote playoff bound or had aspirations of making the playoffs, losing early in the season. So it's not over for Clemson. I know. Look, I know people want to think it is, but it ain't over until it's over, bro. Okay? It ain't over till it's over. A lot of people out there catching L's, and the L's are going to continue to stack up for a lot of these teams. Based on what I've been seeing. That's a whole different video for a different day. I think a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about here. But anyway, encouraged by the second half, befuddled by the first half, and we'll see. We'll see if they can get it together, man. I guess that's it. Y'all have a great Sunday. See you soon.